In the early 1800s, tourism began to evolve from a privilege of the elite to a broader social activity. Wealthy travelers embark on grand tours to explore cultural and historical sites. Thomas Cook, a creator in this evolution, founded his travel agency in 1841. He pioneered the concept of organized package tours, offering coordinated travel arrangements that made tourism more accessible. Cook's innovation significantly shaped the modern tourism industry.
The 19th century saw the rise of trains and steamships, making travel faster and cheaper. The middle class could now enjoy leisure trips to resorts and landmarks. The Industrial Revolution drove the needs for better transportation and colonial expansion, spread travel for trade and exploration. This century set the stage for modern tourism and making travel more accessible to everyone.
20th century, the start of increasing wealth, curiosity, and adventurous attitude of the people. And that's why there are a lot of development in this time. One of them is the development of transportation. It is developed into a more accessible and easier transportation. This also includes the development of motor cars and aircraft technology. In this century, a new pattern of tourism emerged and flourished, which is that business travel, trades, conferences, and incentive travel. World War II brought significant changes to tourism, leading to stagnation and also sparked a large-scale migration, which created new opportunities for travel and helped to balance out the number of tourists.
Hospitality in the 14th century. Back in the 14th century, hospitality was pretty basic. You had inns and taverns, but they were just enough to get by, more about survival than comfort. Travelers like merchants and pilgrims needed a place to stay, so they relied on these local inns, which were not super organized. Monasteries offered better shelter and food, so they were a step up in terms of hospitality.
The Sumerians are a group of people living in Mesopotamia near the Persian Gulf at around 4000 BC. They are the earliest recorded hospitality industry in the history.
In 2000 BC, considerable amount of trade had developed among the people of the Middle East. Many became traders of exotic goods who needed hospitality services for their long journeys.
In ancient times, from 3200 BC to 476 AD, the period where major development was contributed, hospitality was driven by cultural and religious norms, as well as the need to promote trade and diplomacy. Religion and superstitious fears were key motivators for this practice.
The Egyptians were known for treating travelers with respect, considering them as God sent to accommodate the growing numbers of guests. They developed inns and taverns, setting the stage for early hospitality.
Greek Empire. They are considered to be one of the most hospitable empires in their era because of how they treat their guests and travelers with respect and consider them as God sent.
Now let's talk about tourism and hospitality in the Roman Empire. In tourism, extensive road networks made travel easier. Public baths were social hubs, and wealthy Romans traveled to various destinations for leisure. In hospitality, inns provided basic lodging and food, while guest houses in cities offered better accommodations. Hospitality was important, with hosts often providing meals and entertainment.
The pre-martial law era in the Philippines laid the groundwork for the development of tourism and hospitality. While the industry was still in its early stages, it was marked by the emergence of key organizations, the growth of infrastructure, and the increasing popularity of the Philippines as a tourist destination. The martial law era in the Philippines saw a complex interplay of factors that impacted the tourism and hospitality industry. While the initial years witnessed a boom driven by stability and government support, the latter half saw a decline due to political instability, economic challenges, and increasing competition from other destinations.
After martial law, the Department of Tourism began to recognize focusing on promoting and developing tourism and in 1987, the Philippine Constitution officially adopting sustainable tourism and ensuring everyone's right to balanced and healthy environment